Now, I request Ms. Nirmala Fausta ma'am to give an introduction about the today's chief resource person of the today's event. Ma'am,
Thank you, Aisha. It is with a great pleasure and honor that I introduce to you Dr. Meena V, a distinguished academician, researcher, and a leader in the field of family resource management and interior design. With an illustrious academic journey and extensive professional experience spanning nearly 2 decades, Dr. Meena embodies excellence, dedication, and a relentless commitment to advancing knowledge and empowering others. Dr. Meena's academic journey is nothing short of impressive. She holds a master's degree, master's of philosophy, and doctorate in family resource management, demonstrating a deep expertise and scholarly contribution to her field. A persistent search of knowledge is further evidenced by her successful completion of UGC-NET examination, a testament to her academic rigor and dedication to excellence. As the head of the Department of Interior Design and Decor at Sri Kanika Parameshwari Arts and Science College for Women, Dr. Meena has left an indelible mark on the academic landscape. With 18 years of teaching experience at the undergraduate level and 9 years at the postgraduate level, she has mentored and inspired countless students shaping the next generation of interior design professionals. Dr. Meena's scholarly contributions are equally noteworthy. She has published over 15 articles in prestigious national and international journals, including 4 UGC-CAT journals, and has authored chapters for the SERT 11th book. Her research expertise extends beyond publications as she has presented numerous research papers at both national and international conferences, contributing to the advancement of knowledge in her field. Beyond her academic pursuits, Ma'am is a dynamic leader and active member of various academic and professional organizations. She has organized international seminars, workshops, and empowerment programs, demonstrating her commitments to fostering intellectual exchange and empowering the communities. Her leadership roles in organizations such as organizing and assisting self-help group Bazaar and the Nakshatra Student Council as vice president reflect a dedication to serving and enriching the academic community. Dr. Meena's contribution extends beyond her own institution, as she has played key roles in the University of Madras and other academic institutions as a chief examination of SKPC and a board member in Home Science Department under University of Madras, Tiruvallur University, Annamalai University, and Tanchi. She has played a pivotal role in shaping academic policies and ensuring the quality of education as a commission member in AM Jain College and GSS Jain College for degree and certificate courses. Her involvement in teacher recruitment panels, internal academic audits, and acted as an observer in Institute of Distance Education MCA degree exam further underscores her dedications to uploading academic standards and fostering excellence. In addition to her academic and administrative roles, Dr. Meena is a respected judge, subject expert in DG Vaishnav College, Triple S College in Interior Design, Internal Academic Audit, and member in Teaching Recruitment Panel at Vidyasagar Arts and Science College and Triple S Jain College, lending her expertise to various events in competitions in and around colleges and schools. A willingness to share her knowledge and expertise exemplifies her commitments to nurturing talents and fostering a culture of excellence. Ma'am is not just an academician, she is a visionary leader, a dedicated mentor, and a passionate promoter for academic excellence and empowerment. Her contributions to the field of family resource management and interior design are invaluable, and her impact on students, colleagues, and the academic community at large is immeasurable. Today, we have the privilege of learning from their expertise, insights, and experience as she graciously shared her knowledge with us. I have no doubt that her presence will enrich our understanding and inspire us to strive for excellence in our academic pursuits. Please join us in extending a warm welcome to our esteemed resource person. We are truly honored to have you, ma'am, with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Nirmala, for giving a brief introduction about me. So happy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening to one and all present here. As 2 days went, this is the third day. We are going to deal with family resource management and consumer issues. So here, I would like to share my presentation.
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Before
Yes.
we are taking this session, kindly switch on your videos. Please, participants, kindly switch on your videos.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
Dear participants, kindly switch on the video for a few minutes.
Is my screen visible here?
Not yet, ma'am. You are visible.
Thank you, participants. Ma'am, you can continue, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. All the streams under home science, food and nutrition, food service management, textiles, any person related to home science department will be definitely reading this subject as an allied paper, resource management and consumer issues. Principles of resource management or resource management interior design. So like that, you might be studying this resource management. So in this UGC syllabus, fifth unit, resource management and consumer issues, these are the topics. So the covering these topics within this 1.5 hours is a tedious one. But even though I would like to cover important one, whichever asked many times, many questions related to this topics in the UGC-NET exam. So concept and functions of management, resource management, money management and human resource management, consumer issues and entrepreneurship. So this money management alone will be taken by another colleague of my department, Dr. P.S. Kavitha, later on after my class. And first, let us see. So far, many question papers have you seen? You have seen. So in this, main questions they will ask in assertion and reason type for our management subject. So this assertion and reason type uh, plays major role, particularly in management concept and management process. Next, coming to codes. So many options, four options will be there. Those options, three will be correct. So that three will be there in the codes. I will show the examples for each and everything. And match the following definitely will be asked in the place of work simplification, formal technique, informal technique, and also energy management, efforts, mental effort, which effort is matching to the examples, whatever they have given. So next is arrange the following in correct sequence. Mainly, this arrangement will be the properties of management and also in planning, steps in planning. Surely the question will come under the planning for this arrange the following in correct sequence. Next, twist question will be there. So this which is not correct. So option will be all correct. One will not be correct. So read the question clearly, then go for the option. Next is theories with author name. Author name is a must. Any theory, see the question paper setter will be setting the questions with the author name alone. He or she, the person who's setting the question paper for UGC Home Science, will not create their own question. Wherever the book source, the person has to write that source book and author name. Relevant proper book should be referred for that. So concentrate on definition also with the author name. Without author name or the theories can't be created on their own, whoever the paper setter. See these questions, just an example I have made here. For example, consumer role in education, assertion and reason type. We cannot expect a direct question in particularly consumer syllabus. Direct question can be asked only for the Protection Act and year. So year is very, very important. When is the Consumer Protection Act started? 1986. Like that year, that and all we have to by heart. Then which act, which rights came in which year? Sections. That and all is totally different. That we have to by heart. And for example, assertion is there, reason is there, A is there, R is there. In this, consumers shall easily compare the information given on different labels before purchasing the product. Reason the given is the label gives us all information to the buyer to avoid the confusion. Kindly mute yourself. Okay. The option will be both A and R are correct. Simply, how you can select means A is the assertion and R is the reason for that particular assertion. See here, I have given here assertion statement. First statement, if it is true, you have to continue with that sentence because or why. These two words remember for assertion and reason type. The consumer shall easily compare the information given on different labels before purchasing the product because the label gives us all information to the buyer to avoid confusion. If the statement to both are relevant, then you can easily select the option 1. If there is any controversy because or why you are making that term there, uh, it's not relevant means maybe first we have to identify A is correct and R is statement is correct. If both is any one is false or true, the option will come under 3 and 4. If one is both the statements are true, you have to ask this question because. So if because statement is true, then you have to answer this first explanation. Simply you can easily eliminate all the other 3 options and you can select the first option. So this is a small tip under assertion and reason type. Next one is components of implementing. See this tricky question. Components of implementing are adjusting. Implementing is action oriented, action taken. So adjusting, facilitating, controlling, checking. You might think all the answers are correct. Yes, all the answers are correct only. But the options given are 1 and 3 are correct. 1 and 3, 2 and 3 are correct. 2 and 4 are correct. 3 and 4 are correct. So there is no options like all 4. So again read the question, adjusting, facilitating, controlling. Here this controlling word depicts the term adjusting and checking both together in that one particular word. So you need not to worry about balance two words. So controlling refers to second and fourth. So controlling and facilitating. 2 and 4 are the correct answer. So twice you just read the question. In that question, while reading itself, you will get the answer. Then next is match the following list. List 1 and list 2 will be given. Use of goods and services, which if you are having any tough among 4, at least one you can able to answer definitely. So handling money, simply you select budget. So B is 4 means you can select these options here. Can you able to say answer for this?
D.
How you can able to say? Handling money.
And values Parker.
Values is Parker. Always remember this values, author name is Parker. He classified internal values and external values. So any two you'll be getting. Good. So nice. And give the correct sequence of managerial functions listed below. This is very often asked. You can remember this all 7 words in one short word. POSDCORB. Can you able to see the small letters? Given by the author Gulick Fayol Saxer, further defines 7 functions of management. Main simple management, all will be knowing about planning, controlling, evaluating. These 3 are there, but apart from that, 7 has been classified by this particular author. Very often, this author is famous author for management. So POSD post COB. In simple, the word has been framed. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, conducting, reporting, and budgeting. Budgeting will be always the last option, and first option will be the planning. Remember that in organizing or any correct sequence managerial functions you have to select means first will be the always planning, then last option will be the budgeting. In between, after planning, you're going to organize what are the activities has to be done, whom has to be done, staffing, staff recruitment, that staff person has to be employed, and employed person has to give the development of that management process, then directing, guiding, controlling, supervising, all these done under directing, coordinating with all the team, same team, or different departments, higher authority, lower subordinates, everything, every person has to be coordinated together, and then reporting. Then after reporting, the budgeting will come. Nice. So previous year questions here, resource classification. Very often management and resource classification, assertion and recent type questions are asked. Then functions of management, arranging its properties. Then management concept, decision making. The important chapter in management. Decision making is the crux of management, they used to tell. Crux means important one in the management is first one, decision making. Then work simplification, simplifying your work. There is Mandal's classification techniques, classification and work simplification techniques, pen and paper and formal technique, informal technique, that and all in match the questions it will come. In money management, budget question, definitely it will come. Direct or indirect saving method will come. So consumer role in education, again assertion and recent type. Now let us see about management. In these concept of management, approaches of management, theories of motivation, motivating factors of management in the sense values, goals and standards, and energy management, time management, money management, then decision making, functions of management, under functions planning, controlling and evaluation will be there. See here, definition of management. Before that, the word management comes from the French word ménage. Ménage means housekeeping. So remember this word. After this only, social management started playing major role in organization, in every company, in business, everything started to manage. So first the term word came from housekeeping only. So proud. In that, Gross and Crandall, the author, defined this management. We have to think in art wise as well as in science wise. Management is a science of decision where family resources is nothing but the family members using the sources, time, let it be money, let it be energy, let it be, or their own human resource, interest, capacity, everything, all the resources are getting utilized. Before utilizing, you can see that important word decision. So management, first you have to decide, then utilize the resources. So management is a mental process, continuous process. One plans, controls and evaluate the use of family resources in order to achieve the family goals. This author, Nicol and Dorsey, important author. These two authors, whatever I am saying, Gross and Crandall and Nicol and Dorsey, very often entire book they have written. So those book questions definitely will be coming very often in our UGC home science paper. So management is a planning, controlling and evaluating the use of resources of the family for the purpose of attaining family goal. Without that end point, you cannot stop with halfway. So to attain the family goal, that might come under the options. So check well the options in the multiple choice question. Then comes approaches to management. Traditional approach is there, human relations approach is there, and social system approach is there. According to Frederick W. Taylor's, this is the author. First, traditionally he said, whatever the money paid, according to that, the workers will perform the job. That is the first traditional approach. Second one, human relations approach. It is focused on social environment of an organization. That is employees' well-being at work or family members' well-being at home. Then comes social system approach. So people work in cooperation. There should be harmony between the goals of organization and goals of the group. Here comes same. Whatever I said on that option, planning, controlling, evaluation. 3 is the important term. Apart from that, these author, Luther Kulik Fayol's successor, further defines 7 functions of management as post-scope. So this planning, organizing the activities. Remember, staffing is nothing but placement, training, and the trainee people after training and recruitment. Important one is in staffing, recruitment. So after staff getting recruited for that particular activity, positions and all, they'll be knowing that person has to develop the whatever the company or the program, anything, whatever the goal has to be achieved, decision what they have took, that staffing has to be carried over. That staffing after that directs, manager directs that in a way checking will be there, supervising will be there, guiding will be there, directing will be there. So all these things comes under directing. Then coordination with higher authority, lower authority, and different departments of the same cadre level. Then reporting, whatever has been done, each work has to be reported. Then with that report only, the budget also comes under plan only, because planning money for the event is a main task. So after organizing all these things are there in our hand, next we'll see that budget, with our budget what and all can be done for that. Next is important one, three theories are there in our management, particularly in home science syllabus. They will focus three theories. One is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, another one Herzberg's. So first we'll see about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The name itself says that need. People have 5 levels of need that seek to satisfy themselves. So here, first lower cadre is physiological need. Remember, this physiological term comes under only Maslow's hierarchy. Then safety should be there. Physiological means food, shelter, clothing. Safety and security always should be there for our living pattern. Then love and belonging, families as well as the relations, and also in workplace, partnership, friendship, everything will come under this. Then esteem, self-esteem. We should have certain self-respect, self-esteem, self-confidence, that and all come under this. Then last one is self-actualization. So this morality, whatever the ideation and creativity of our own self to solve that problem, plays major role in this Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. In this sequence will be asked in question, and at the end I will show that question what has been asked for that. After that, after Maslow, the author, Aldous ERG theory framed. This ERG theory of motivation, all three are motivation theory only: existence, relatedness, and growth. So in this existence, physiological and safety comes under existence. If we want to live, if we want to exist in our life, we need basic physiological need, and safety should be there. Next, we are going to relate with that family and friends, and also self-esteem. So relate, social, family, friends comes under relatedness. Then self-esteem and self-actualization, growth, depicts the growth or development of the personality, whatever the person manages the program or their own goal. Third, this is Herzberg theory of motivation. Here, two factors has been shown. One is job satisfaction, another one job dissatisfaction. In simple words, I can say. So only two theories under this means two-factor principle is there. Principle is influenced by motivation factor, motivator factor. Another one, hygiene factor. Hygiene is nothing but the dissatisfaction of the jobs. Motivating factor is job satisfaction. So here, the you can see that achievement can be awarded, reward can be given as an incentive like that. Recognition can be done very often. Appreciation can be given. Responsibility will be there. The work itself, the advancement can be seen in the personal growth. This comes under motivator factors. Something has to be seen in the hygiene factor also. Working condition, how the environment as well as the workplace, co-worker reference relationship. Co-worker is a main thing for job satisfaction. If co-worker is not proper means job will be dissatisfied. Then policies and rules. The organization will be framing some policy to work according to that. So that policy and rules should give us satisfaction. If that is dissatisfied, then comes under hygiene factor. Supervisor, whoever watching us, whether we are doing the work properly or not. So base, wage, salary is the main thing. Salary, if it is satisfied, everything will be satisfied according to traditional approach. Next is, yeah, after motivating three theories, I would like to go on these things fast, because all you know about values. Values are goal-based objectives, or goals are value-based objectives. See, these ideas and belief, whatever you are from the childhood, you are following from the culture, you are learning, that will be the value. If anyone taught the good values, easily you can remember for what purpose we have to change that character. You can change that attitude. You can change. So value is in your own self. So daily motivating factors depends upon the value. Value originates from human desire and interest. Important two words, remember, desire and interest plays major role in the values. These are the characteristics of values. This sometime the question may be asked, what are the characteristics of values? Under that options, tricky options will be there. So read out the options properly. Odd man out, you can easily choose out and eliminate one by one. At least two options will be interrelated. So in that, think wisely and select. Types of values: internal values there, external values there. According to this Parker, many times the question has been asked internal value and external value. So whatever the values comes from your own interest, capacity, ability, skill, yourself. So natural qualities is known as internal value. From external pressure, external effort, if you want to follow this system or follow the culture and environment, socio and economic values. Four terms you remember: socio and economic values, culture and environment values. These are the external values. And these author, Premalata Mullik, this person is an Indian author. Mainly focused questions will be coming from this: moral value, aesthetic value, instrumental value, intrinsic value. So many example given here. And Sapper, the another author, categorized intrinsic values and extrinsic values. And Lindsay has concised values as these many types. One by one, I will share this PPT to you in the group, so you can learn these points importantly. And again, instrumental values, partly instrumental and intrinsic values and intrinsic value. So this is the important examples given for these value. Love is the important value. Importance of love in family, life, strengthens social interaction always. So knowledge should be there, art should be there, health should be there, happiness always should be there, ambition and religious mind should be there. So next to the value, if the value is good enough, next is motivation. Motivational factor is goal. If there is goal only, you can achieve a lot, and according to that, you can be able to manage the life. So what is a goal? It's like some small girls and all, we used to ask, what is the aim of your career, what school, what you want to become in future, like that way, common question. So this is goal is an objective or aim. In different angle you can think. So goal, before selecting that goal, you should be very clear, and the goal, it should be understood and defined easily. Tangible things, intangible things can be involved in the goals based on the values. See, there are types of goals, definition given here. You can read these things in person itself. The goal setting process can be difficult. How difficult should that person achieve? What should be the goal be? So goal will be the continual process. Okay, origin goals. If there is a demand, automatically the goals will created. Demand should be there. These are the characteristics of the goals. These are the goal areas where the goal can be framed: financial security and growth. During the retirement, I should be financially secured. For that, I have to save money from this age onwards. Then only they will start from the starting 24 years, the person going to job. At the end of age, after retirement, I should save some money for that, because after retirement I can't able to work physically fit or mentally fit, some may occur. So for that purpose, they are securing that financial. So goal, in that goal, lifelong goal is there. Um, Short term, long term, mean and goals are there. Lifelong goal, I should be health. I want to be healthy. In my life pattern, I want to be healthy means till my life end, I want to be healthy. That goal is never ending process. Then types of goal, three goals are there: long term goal, short term goal, mean end goal. See, this mean end goal alone, I have given a lot of examples here. Long term goal can be scattered here and there and made as shorter goal, and intermediate goal can be achieving that long term goal. Mean end, after the resources are getting empty, then the goal is getting over. That is mean end goal. Once there is a time you have set up, that time is getting over, then that is the mean end goal. Once the amount of budget you have gathered, for that particular amount you have purchased one product, for that short term, mean end goal has been achieved. So resources are getting completed, mean end goals is also getting completed. So goals can be set at individual, for family life, and for an organization. So this is the motivating factor in management. Smartly, if you want to set the goal, means first you should be specific. That specific goal has to be measurable. Measuring means in the sense quantitative, you can able to measure, because for securing a JRF in this UGC exam, marks is a measurable thing. Every day you are going to practice this UGC question paper, means what are the marks you are getting. So next day I have to improve, next day I have to improve. It should be measurable. Action based, you are implementing, you are acting, you are practicing. That is the action based. It should be realistic. You should gather all the notes and start doing this practice. Realistic and time bound. Within this 3 hours, I should complete this subject. Always be in time bound. This 5, if you are following, definitely that goal will be achievable goal. Next motivating factor is standards. Traditional standard is there, transitional standard is there. Before that, what is standard? Standard should be acceptable by all the persons. Accepted level of quality mainly deals with the standard. Hence, this measures the values. So quantitative standard is there, qualitative standard is there. Traditional standard is not flexible. Transitional standard is flexible. Traditional standard is stable. And after these three, values, goals, and standards, are the motivational factors. After that, decision making. There are certain steps, 5 steps or 6 steps in decision making process. This options definitely comes under UGC Home Science as sequence, correct sequence, arranging correct sequence. So first thing, before deciding, you should know what is the demand or what is the problem occurred there. Demand means if there is a demand, that is a problem for us. So identifying the problem is foremost important one. After identifying, you have to analyze or seek the alternative. So you're selecting many alternatives for that problem. After selecting many alternatives, each alternative you're going to analyze with pros and cons, positive and negative. For each and every alternative, you write it. Then after writing everything, positive alone, you check it whether that suits our values, our goals, our standards, whatever source we have. With that, we can able to do that. Everything should be matched with our own thing, with that positive thoughts. Then you have to select one alternative from that, which is mostly suited our characteristics. For that, select an alternative. Then after selecting, definitely you should accept that responsibility, because you have decided that. So decision making is all about this one. These options will often asked. And while doing decision making, there will be sometimes a resolving conflict occurred. Level of harmony of feeling. Lowest, next higher, next higher, next higher. That means one side dominance will be there. If dominant always one person is there in the dominant side, inner feeling will be far apart. Another person will be voluntary submission. So there also next higher, okay, mutual understanding, forgiveness, for that voluntary submission will be there. Next higher level of inner harmony, little bit closer. Then compromise. After speaking together, let us compromise this for our goal, or let us compromise this for our family member. Like that, they can compromise both of them. So in that part, little bit the inner feeling is getting closer than the previous one. And fourth one is integration. Integration is nothing but getting new product or new decision. So uh, both the person, no need to dominate or no need to voluntary submission or no need to compromise. If we are getting knowledge from other side or experienced person telling some important points, the person easily will be getting a new idea. So ideation is totally different. Innovation thought will be coming there. So highest inner agreement will be very much closer in this fourth point, integration. So this resolving conflicts is given by the author Follett List. Remember some important authors all along with this theories and whatever the notes you are taking. Then coming to the energy management, body mechanics. Here, body mechanics deals with force and motion of the body. If something is giving force, then action will be done. So in this five scientific study has been done. So first one is body posture. According to your sitting posture, standing posture, the worker's environment, like ergonomics, man and machine fit together, that position always plays major role. You can easily work long time if there is a good posture without any much energy expenditure. Easily you can simplify the work. Next one, gravity and worker. The gravity, always go along with the gravity for doing any work. Don't go against the gravity. For simple example, you are climbing down the stairs. Uh, due to that gravity, half the work done by the gravity. Only half the energy is spent by you. So if you are going upwards direction, against the gravity, you are going for climbing steps upwards, some energy extra you have to put. Let it be positive way, healthy it will be. In that thought, you can go upwards. So gravity against means some energy has been spent a lot. Gravity downwards means gravity through that, if you are working any work, it will be for lifting objects, for lifting heavy objects, like that. Think wise, uh, so that energy has to be spent less. Third one, rhythmic movements and work. If rhythmically we are moving our hands and doing the work, easily the work will be completed soon, as well as simplified the work. Fourth one, proper use of muscle. Fine motor muscle is there, heavy, large muscle is there. Large muscle has to be spent for lifting heavy objects. Fine motor muscle for this, whatever the activity has to be done for this particular muscle, that has to be given importance. Then, last one is to take advantage of momentum, like a pendulum. Once it started, it will go oscillate along with that. Same in work position, static or dynamic position stature, you can able to work along with this. These things can be asked in the multiple choice questions. Next is energy management, deals with the fatigue. Fatigue is nothing but diminished capacity of the work. So the sum of result of activity which show themselves in a diminished capacity for doing that particular work. In 1921, this fatigue has been defined and has been classified as physiological fatigue and psychological fatigue. Physiological fatigue, muscle related. If in the muscle lactose will be settled, if some giddiness is there, immediately water will be sprinkled in your face and given water. So H2O, oxygen is there in your body, means immediately that lactose will be released and you will be freshen up. That's the simple thing, plays major role in physiological fatigue. Then psychological fatigue, frustration fatigue is there, boredom fatigue is there. Frustrated if you don't have the knowledge, if the person is has to do the task without the knowledge and skill, then the person will be frustrated. The person will say the reason escapism will be there often. Next is boredom fatigue. So many times repeated activity from morning till evening it's going on, means it will be getting boring. So repeated task always gives boredom. To avoid all these things, In between, a break should be there. Light music can be played in and there while repeated task is going on. So you can able to easily overcome those fatigues. Yeah, till here we have completed our management topic. So in between, I would like to go for this uh, questions. What will be asked under management? Am I going fast or all? It's going on. If any doubts in between, you can ask. One second. Is the screen was visible?
No, Meena.
Now it's at. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am.
So here, previous question papers, particularly in management in July 2018, they have asked the principle of management that in union there is strength is called. Options, so many options has been given in this. You can able to select odd man out. See scalar chain, stability of tenure, equity to gain, esprit de corps. So this esprit de corps is the French word, not related with all these things, but it's a French word meaning team spirit. So this author only explains about this union there is strength. So you can select this one as a French word. Which of the following are the intrinsic value in management? See the options 4 given. Codes. I told no in earlier that codes are given here. So what might be the option? Uh, because this intrinsic value starts from your own. So cooperation is there, honesty is there, creativity is there. All the three are related to yourself. Technological satisfaction through the technical term tool we have to consider. So C is the answer. 1, 3, 4. Like this, hidden family income. See here, investment income related to money, employment benefit related to money, community income related to this, psychic income. So here, avoid this odd man out, psychic income, balance 1, 3, 2. That's 1, 2, 3. So option A, and also remember that second, it may confuse again. Again, you read the question, investment, community, employment, psychic. Indirect benefits are getting here. So fringe benefits like that. Indirect benefits are coming. Only money income is comes under investment income. So what will be the answer? Any guesses here? Hidden income. The word here says that hidden income. So there is no money. Money is the direct income, right? Simply you can avoid this first one as an odd man out, and 2, 3, 4. D is the option. Then record keeping in savings, and then see here arranged in a correct sequence, the monitoring evaluation process, national nutrition program. How to monitor? First thing, you are going to evaluate the key indicators in the evaluation, monitoring the process. First one. So in this 2 is the first point, means the C is eliminated. Balance ABD. In this second option, what will be there? Then first key indicators, then collect information on the indicators. You are going to collect the information. Then choose D option. You need not to, but even though one glance you read all the sentences, second point, if you are thorough with this knowledge, then only you can able to easily answer this. Arrange the following steps in making time plan in proper sequence. So time plan here, the sequence given. Options. First thing, you are going to identify listing all the items. So second point is the first option. See here options. Second one is first option means answer automatically. C is the answer. After listing out only, you are going to estimate the time. Then so many steps will be the writing out plan and accurate estimation of each task as everything. But first point is listing all the activities. So that is the second point. Comes the first means C is the option. So which of the following motivation factors are listed here? Herzberg's theory. In three theories, I told you, no. Remember that physiological theory. Physiological theory, that is food, shelter, cloth, comes under Maslow's theory. So that alone will not come under Herzberg's theory. So that is the odd man out. So you can easily select 1, 3, 4 is the option. Then these are the arrange following steps of planning in a sequence. So here, uh, before going following these planning, you are going to set the goal. Without objective, what you are going to plan? Nothing is there. What is objective? According to that objective only you are going to plan. So in these option, objective is there. Determination of objective. First point is 2. Then answer is B. Like this, read 2-3 times, then select it. Here, arrange the following as per Maslow's theory of hierarchy needs of motivation. That triangle diagram, immediately remember that, which is the last one, which is the first one. Think of that and do that. Lower base is the biggest portion, lower cadre, physiological need, air and water or food, shelter, clothing, whatever it is. So first option is 3. So all the 4 options are getting first option 3. Then next, what will be? After that, remember the triangle shape, then only you can able to answer this. Safety and security must be there. After physiological needs, safety and security must be there. Then after that, friendship and families, employees, all will be coming under social needs. So option B will be the answer. So these are the questions asked previous year. Each one I would like to explain, but there is a shortage of time. I'm going for the resource topic. Is the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the resources, under resources is a major topic, concept of resource, human, non-human, that is tangible, intangible. Then time management, time as a resource, tools, what and all we are going to use. Energy, under work simplification, what are the resources are there. Again, fatigue, energy is there, natural resource management. So many terms, first A to E, you will be familiar. Here, natural resource management questions will also come here, like natural land resource, air resource, waste management, solid waste management, like that. Then sustainable development. This also there in that resource management, and sustainable development goal stands for this also will come under this, and municipal solid waste management. Under these topics, questions will be asked. First, I would like to rush for this resources. Definition, means for satisfying our needs or satisfying our wants. For what purpose? To achieve the goal. So resources are the means for satisfying our needs and reaching our goals. There are 2 types of resources. All you know, human resource, non-human resource. In simply, you can remember tangible, intangible. Whereas human resource, you cannot able to touch. Non-human resource, you can able to touch. In this way, if you are remembering easily, you can do. Human resource naturally occurs from your own inbuilt characters, whereas non-human is the outside money, material, goods, services, home. How this and all comes under non-human resources. Certain characteristics are there in these resources. Resources are mainly useful, interrelated, limited. These 3 words is definite. Then all other resources are there, many resources. So waste resources. Waste resources, for this particularly we are adopting 3R: reduce, reuse, recycle. So for what purpose we are using these 3R means to maximize the satisfaction from their use. Once we are getting satisfied, the resources are getting over, and that is a mean. Resources are the means. I told you in the definition, the resources are the means to satisfy the need or want. So for satisfying that, the usage of resources, we need 3R: reduce, reuse, recycle. So ways of maximizing satisfaction. What are the ways to maximize the resources? Utilizing fully the resources, identify the alternative resources, expensive and economical resources can be identified. So all these things comes under characters and ways of maximizing satisfaction. Okay. After resources comes under work simplification. So this work simplification is to do the work easy. So according to Gross and Crandall, it accomplishing more work within limited amount of time and energy. Energy also should be less, time also should be less, but work progress should be high. This is the three motto of work simplification. In this fast world, everything, if you're following with this three, you are the smartest person. Then advantages of this time management, like tools used for time management, is peak load time. In 24 hours, any time, routine work, definitely peak load will be there. Either it may be for working woman or non homemaker. The morning time is a peak hours, because if the children are there, packing lunch and categorizing all the works, arranging the home and getting ready themselves, and making lot of arrangements in morning time. So to avoid that, before day, evening itself, they can plan themselves, manage themselves, what are the items needed, they can categorize and keep it ready. Next day, activity will be smooth enough, easy to manage that peak load. Then typical work curve is there, stable time is there, drop time is there, and relaxing leisure time activities are there. So mainly in UGC home science techniques, formal technique, informal technique will be asked more. So formal technique, micro motion film, cyclograph, memo motion study, stopwatch is nothing but using any instrument. You are going to record that. That is comes under formal technique. It will be mostly these devices used for companies, and they will analyze how long the worker can able to produce this product. So 100 products can be made in one day. Like that, they will decide, and according to the raw material will be purchased. For those things, they are using this technique, formal technique. Micro motion is a time device. Every activity is filmed. Cyclograph, bulb is attached to the worker's body. Wherever the worker goes, that is recorded. Chronocyclograph, small light attached to the middle finger, and the work done by the fingers easily comes in the system as a graph. Then memo motion study, it's a still picture. 1 second also the picture will be taken. Still picture or taken by still cameras. Then coming to the informal technique, pen and pencil technique. There's no any system, no wires, no nothing. Only the chart paper or paper and a pencil is enough to analyze how the worker is performing their work. Here only symbols are used. Process technique always goes with that, what process the worker is doing. With the simple symbol, small circle represent movement from one place to another. Big circle gives operation, what activity that person is doing. And big circle and small circle together, while moving itself, what activity the person can able to do. And that small rectangle depicts that inspection for quality and quantity delay. Sometimes they will pass their work and check what is happening. So these things can be represented in symbol wise, and this symbol can be represented in a paper. This is the pencil and pencil, paper and pencil technique, or pen and pencil technique. Next is operation chart. Operation chart denotes the person standing in one place, right hand, left hand operations, only the hand process. Operation action done in one place with the hand. So the right hand or left hand, two tables they will put, and in that symbols, four symbols as followed. Circle means operation, arrow mark denotes transport, D says delay, and this inverted triangle is held with the any storage or any connection with the two-handed process chart. Then comes pathway chart. This is known very easily in a small calendar or anything else. Paper can be fixed, and on the paper the plan layout has to be drawn. After drawing that plan layout, for example, kitchen work area, pre-preparation area, cleaning area, working cooking area, the person how many times going here and there, pin will be fixed with that pin, twine thread will be twisted here and there. Whenever the person walks here, one pin will be fixed and thread will be twined. After doing all the activity, the person easily remove all the pins and measure the thread. First day, the measurement of thread will be long enough because first day, first worker going to be start their own experience. After same activity, 10th day, the person is measuring, the thread will be small enough. So person walked very less, energy spent less, time spent less. So easily they can able to minimize their time and energy. These three are pen and pencil technique. And Mandel's classification, there are 5 levels of changes that can improve one's method of work. One is body position changes, changes in body position, changes in working arrangement and equipment, changes in production sequence, changes in finished product, changes in the raw material. So these 5 classification orders they will ask, sequence of order they might ask, or under one body position itself, posture related questions they may ask, hand and skill body motion they may ask. Second point alone, working arrangement and equipment. In that way, they will ask arrangement, maximum reach, minimum reach. So vertical, horizontal way, maximum, minimum reach can be asked in that particular question. Next is improving work methods. Technique specially designed for improving work method is how to improve means first you have to eliminate the unnecessary activities. Second, dual action. Combine 2 or more activities together. Third one, sequence. If there is an order, that order that is followed, easily the work can be completed. Then fourth one, simplifying the activities. So this is the one I told, management natural resources comes for land resource and one second. I'll, see, the resources comes under natural thing is land, forest, air, water, and solid waste. So land represents where you are living. So this land is a place responsible for the human being as well as the animal, plant, whatever comes under this. For agriculture also will come under this land source, land resource. So everything, if it is properly maintained, properly managed, then that is the biggest task for our uh, resource. So various purpose, or even organic agriculture, reforestation also comes under land resource. Then comes forest resource. Forest resource, soil erosion should be avoided, plant deforestation should be avoided. Then what can be done? Plantation can be done. So if it is so, the natural will not be getting destroyed. So forest resource has to be maintained properly. Even in land resource, we can say in two things: urban resource and rural resource. Rural place how to develop, urban resource, urban place how to develop. So all these things, if it is developed properly, managed properly, the resources each and every person utilizing properly, means definitely this world will be beautiful. Next comes air resource. This air resource, due to the vehicles alone, pollution comes in our mind usually. But apart from this uh, pollution, human health is getting worse, and also this archaeological sites are getting affected, and due to this cultural resources also, this is getting affected. So air resource, if it is developed, if it is managed properly, then definitely the uh, air will be purified for us. Then comes water resource. Water resource, always so many ad is coming, conserve water. Conserving water is very important, because in India, in Chennai particularly, water is very less, so that we are conserving that water. So many methods has been adopted. Surely this waste water how it can be purified, as well as water resource how can be maintained. Methods to conserving water plays major role. Water harvesting, rainwater harvesting, and under these the questions might be asked. Then comes management of solid waste. Actually, compared to all these four, solid waste management is a major thing, uh, because the earth is getting polluted because of this solid waste, because a human only doing this solid waste, human preparing this term biodegradable. This biodegradable came from this solid waste, human producing lot of items and wasting that, not with proper maintenance. So properly, if human can able to maintain, means this solid can be produced, otherwise it can be banned. So biodegradable has to be maintained properly. And collection of municipal solid waste, how to segregate, how to transfer, how to burn that, or how to maintain that wastage, in which place, in which area, that has to be decided by that municipal waste management. Next comes sustainable development. Requirement of sustainable development is there. Sustainable development goal is there. So requirement in the sense, basic human needs can be satisfied. So sustainable, the word itself says long time. The word, yes, any, can you
Okay.
mute? Audience can mute themselves. Sustainable development seeks to respond. Sustainable, the word is long time. It should be sustained. That is the ultimate meaning of that. So satisfaction of basic human needs has to be there. Achievement of equity and social justice should be there. So there are goals set in this. I will show that goal. This options will come in questions. See here, goal one, first they have framed. In June 2012, Rio Summit. Recently in Chennai also, they exhibited with the UN Conference of Sustainable Development Innovation done in a Trade Fair Center. So that is Rio, the future we want. Clubbing all the countries together, it is the global goal. Sustainable development goal is nothing but the global goal, has to be achieved within 2030. That means first objective is no poverty should be there. First goal. Second goal, zero hunger. Hungerness should not be there to any one person also. Third goal, good health and well-being should be there. Fourth one, quality education. Always all should be, all the person, whoever, should be educated. Then there should not be any gender equality. So to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls, they are struggling a lot. Sixth goal, clean water and sanitation. So each goal like this, it's go on. So these all the questions will be asked under sustainable development goal. And now last topic is consumer issues. See here, consumer. Who is the consumer? The product, whoever going to purchase and consume that consumer is. So here, so many topics will be covered under consumer. First one is consumer, role of consumers, what it is. The consumer has to know the rights and responsibilities and consumer behavior should be known, consumer problems should be identified, consumer education, consumer protection, consumer organization, consumer legislation. After that, entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship process will be there. See, there are certain words. Remember that in rights of consumer, you should know safety should be there. It should be informed. Choosing a right should be there always. Heard. See, I would like to share one question paper for this consumer. Easily, you can able to understand what is consumer rights. And consumer bill rights have given certain words here. And consumer behavior also, and consumer education. So all these 3, 4 words are related, interrelated, but options when it is getting, you will be confused. So to avoid that confusion, one simple thing I'd like to share with you: consumer protection questions. Yes. See here, certain questions asked under consumer is a person buy goods or service consumed by himself or herself, person who consumes, end user of the product. All of the above is the option. Consumer plays major role in all the 3: marketing, advertising, economic, and trade in the commerce stream. Always, all the above plays important role in this. And this is the author, remember, John F. Kennedy. The consumer says that consumers are the largest economic group affected by most. The person itself affecting the others, and that person itself affected by almost every public and private economic decisions. Then here, read this 4th question. Can you able to see this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Provides the adequate and accurate information about quality, quantity, purity. See, remember, always read the question, whichever the word relevant to the option. See, information has been given here. So this is related to informed, right to informed. Next is provides consumer must be assured whenever possible access to variety of goods. So variety of goods means we are going to choose one among that. So right to choose. See, this question provides a safeguard. The term itself says right to safety. So in question itself, if you are reading once and twice, you will be getting that answer. And provides consumer to approach in the which way, either seeing way or heard. Approach, right to be heard. And provides a fair settlement of genuine grievances. When this grievances comes, it will come under Protection Act. So that is the Protection Act. There's no need to think of safety, consumer education, choosing options and all. Grievances will come under Protection Act. So like this, so many questions you can easily able to pick up. Consumer right to be informed about the true benefits. See, led to specific, the word specific leads to measurable. So bulk price, maximum retail price, pure price cannot be measured, but unit price can be measured. So this will be the answer. Like this, questions related to consumer, read and understand the question, easily you can able to answer. And another question related to resources. Last one. This is already I have shared, it seems. Assertion. Yeah, and resources I have shared this. Okay. Which of the following are intangible tools of management? See this 9th question, which of the following are intangible tools? Intangible, you cannot able to touch, that means you can able to see the select correct answer using the codes. So what are the codes given here? Leadership, organization chart, communication, work schedule, decision making. So leadership is yourself. that cannot be able to touch. It should be realized. Leadership, communication, then decision making. 1, 3, and 5. Option B is the answer. Organization chart and work schedule is the paper what we are going to write and see. Any tool has to be used. So that is the organization chart, and work schedule will be coming under another tool. So we have to be very clear with tangible tool and intangible tool for this. Okay. So these are the Protection Act. Last slide with 1986 year. Remember that seeks protect interest of consumers against deficiency defects in goods or services, particularly the product. If it is getting any problem, deficiency or any damage is there, you can easily approach Consumer Protection Act. That act came in 1986. After that, so many days has been given. 1986 9th December date also remember. So certain dates I have mentioned here. Next is 5 stages of entrepreneurship. These 5 items, remember, first idea should be there about the business. Planning should be there for that idea. And planning, after that, execution, implementation should be there. After executing, you should measure and see whether that is having growth or not. Scaling should be there. Then hyper growth. After long period, comparing to other competitors also, the growth should be there. So that is hyper growth. So these 5 stages under entrepreneurship plays major role. Questions will be asked in that. So due to the time constraint, I can able to cover these things. And dear net aspirants, good luck and best of luck. All the best on your exam. Always give your best shot on it. I'm pretty confident that you can make it. And 3 points: concentrate, understand, practice the old question paper as much as possible, so that easily you can gain lot of marks and taste the success of this entire UGC-NET exam. Thank you, girls, and thank you staffs also, whoever attending here. Thank you so much. Now over to Dr. Kavitha, who will be taking a small portion about money management.
Ma'am, shall we start with Kavitha ma'am's session?
Yes, we can start.
Thank you, Meena ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Amuda ma'am to give an introduction about the resource person of the second session. Amuda ma'am.
Thank you, Aisha ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I'm here with immense pleasure to introduce one of the finest quality educators in the field of home science, Dr. Kavitha P.S., Assistant Professor, Department of Home Science, Interior Design and Decor, Sri Kanika Parameshwari Arts and Science College for Women, Chennai. She was a strong contemporary educational professional with a UG and PG focused in home science from Queen Mary's College, followed by MPhil in Gandhigram Rural Institute, and secured her doctorate from University of Madras with highly commended thesis. Her perseverance and passion towards teaching had taken her miles apart in achieving great things in her career. She is well known for her punctuality, sincere, and perfection. In her journey of over 16 years in teaching, she had engaged herself in various activities. To name a few, she completed many FDPs and engaged herself in mural painting, Rangotsov 24, Southeast Asia Alumni Chapter Inauguration, PGDM online program for working professionals, Kalam's World Record at SKPC, and awareness session on memory boost foods. He has taken initiative and met our army soldiers during Raksha Bandhan celebration as a honor for their noble cause. He guided many PG students and published around 13 papers in various peer-reviewed journals. She never fails to produce 100% result in the subject she handles. For her extraordinary career achievements, she was recognized and awarded as the best teacher from Lions Club, one of the finest international service organizations. As the time limits, I conclude and welcome the strongest personality, Dr. Kavitha ma'am, to take over the session. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Amuda, for your brief introduction. Thank you very much. Okay, good evening to all. So we'll start up with a presentation. Can you able to see my presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So to start with it, so today's paper, I'm going to talk about money management and human resource management. As ma'am has detailedly explained the resource management under various resources, decision-making process. I'm just going to have a note on money management and human resource management. So I'm not going to give you all the details of what is in money management or human resource management. I'm going to just say how I prepare my exams, my way of preparing exams. That is, the step one is refer your syllabus. Whatever the syllabus you got it, first refer it. The step two is divide the syllabus. And third step is allocate your syllabus accordingly. That is hard and easy. And step four is start learning and practicing. And step five is revise and repeat. This is what the 5 steps I used to do in my way of preparing exams. It is different for you people, but it is a way I want to express over here. So the first step is refer your syllabus. So what is the syllabus in money management? It is about the family income, the types, supplementation, budgeting, household accounts, family savings and investment, tax implications. So what we do is we will never refer the syllabus at all. Sometimes we may leave as the students in the part of students, you may leave this part. So you didn't refer your syllabus. What syllabus I have to cover? I don't know. So I have to take the syllabus from the net source and have to find out what are the sources available with me. So you have to refer your syllabus. And in human resource management, you have your functions, need, human resource development challenges, and manpower planning, training need assessment, training methodologies, and training evaluation. This is your syllabus part in this. So each and every subject you can refer your syllabus and have to be designed in your notebook or whatever you are having to be taken into consideration. Like for if you want to refer it, you have to refer it and you have to mention it. And what is the step two is divide the syllabus. Under the money management, I said it is being divided into 5 parts. For me, it is 5 parts. And as per your concern, as per your time limit, you can divide your syllabus and you can have it. So that it will be easy for you to check out and you can find out which portion I have completed, which portion I didn't touch, and which portion is difficult for me to do it. So I can repeat that portions again. So these are the basic informations you have to take into consideration. Then it will be easy for you to complete your syllabus on time before the net examinations. So I have divided the syllabus into part 5. So it is family income and supplementation, household accounts. Because family income and supplementation, it is easy portion, and household accounts, it is little bit of hard. So I have combined these two both. So one day, if I'm taking a one day, so I will include these syllabus in my portions and I will start reading about this. So family income and supplementation, household accounts. What is part 2 is this is day 2 or whatever you, according to you, you can plan accordingly and you can do it. So part 2 is nothing but the types of income, family savings and investment. So every day I will not procrastinate. So I will try to complete by that time. So whatever the portions I'm taking in. So even though if I procrastinate, the next day I have to complete it in the syllabus, complete in the syllabus. So the part 3 is budgeting and tax implications, and part 4 is functions and need of HRM. HRM is nothing but the human resource management and manpower planning, and part 5 is HR development, challenges and functions, training, assessment, functions and evaluation. These syllabus I have divided into 5 parts, and each day, each part I am having two portions in it. So it will be easy for me to complete the syllabus within a 5 days. So this is what I can do for my way of exam preparations. So can you see this? The step 3 is allocate your syllabus. As I said, the first part, what is it? Refer your syllabus. And second part, it is dividing the syllabus. After that, allocate your syllabus. So you can see this family income and supplementation. What is inside the family income? You may have a doubt. So what I have to read? You have put into portions. You have to put into portions. For example, the definition and meaning. What is the definition and meaning? So I can put it as portion. And what is its significance at second portion? And what is the supplementation at the fourth portion? And the factors influencing the family income in the third portion. These are the things which has been inside the family income and supplementation. If I portion it out, what happens is it is easy for me to read and I can revise that very comfortably. So this is the reason I have put this as a portion. So what is the definition and meaning of an income? It is nothing but the inflow of money, goods and services. So it's easy for me to read this. If you have a bulk of notes, we cannot able to understand the portions. If we make it a simplified notes or the keywords, the key terminologies, and if we have to point out in our notes, then it will be easy for us to recollect it at the time of end of the examination. When you are doing the revision, as I said, the step 5 is revise and repeat. At the end of your examination or before day of your examination or 1 week before of your examination, you can go through the key points and it will be easy for you to recollect your answers back. So this is what I will do when I'm doing my exam preparation. So the definition and meaning as I've given as a portion, significance, factors influencing the family income and the other portion. So you can see this. What is this? So the step 4 is start learning and practicing. What is it? So start learning. So I have so much of portions. Where to start? Where to stop? I don't know. So if we do this time plan, especially this time plan or a time schedule or whatever the schedule you want to prepare, if you start doing it, it will be easy for you to learn and practice it. So I will put a flow chart. So what are the things has to be done, and I will do that accordingly. So this is what. So this is a family income. It is all about the family income, the types of family income. It is about the money income. What is the money income? The money which has been received in the form of cash. So it is a direct income. It's a source of direct income. What is this real income? It is the flow of goods and services. We will render our service at home, like for cooking or for washing. These sort of things will be happen without others' help. So we are not having any persons to help them. So for that, it is called as real income. And the psychic income is nothing but whatever the money spent and the real income, which is giving our satisfaction, that comes under the psychic income. So these are the things which has to be put into a flow chart, and you can easily learn these kind of answers and you can easily attempt your exams. So this will be helpful for you. So I have given the link for the source also. So you can take the source and you can have the link then and there. So then you can able to easily find out what it is in the family income and other sort of management tools. The next thing is about the household accounts. What is there in household accounts? It is about the short-term records and the long-term records. What is the short-term records? It is the household expenses which is done by daily, weekly and monthly. So you will have a daily expenses sheet, you will have a weekly expense sheet and monthly expense sheet. And while the long-term records, which has the record of properties, jewels and savings. I will show you another PPT also. So in that you have the detailed explanation of these notes, and I've given the notes where to get these notes, because in a book, in a UGC-NET home science book, you don't have all full sort of explanations. It will be in very, very small paragraph. So you may not have a depth knowledge of it. But when the question comes in an UGC-NET examination, it is thoroughly inside the syllabus. Where they have taken, you may not know. So if it has been there, so you have to take it from the detailed syllabus. So you have to take the detailed syllabus. So I cannot buy a book. So every time I cannot buy a book. I cannot buy a resource management book. I cannot buy a fiber to fabric book for a textiles. I cannot buy a foods and nutrition books. If I start buying these books, I will have too much of books at my home. So I cannot afford it. So what I can do is I can get the notes from the PDF, a small PDF which has been available from the net sources, so that you can collect it and you can have it. So and you can make a note of it and you can start reading for it. This is also another thing I will do when I am doing my preparation. I'll just show you the another PPT of this money management in for your reference. Can you able to see, ma'am? And everyone can able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is the another PPT which deals about the money management, the definition, the concept of money. So which has been in a detailed note. So you need not worry why I have to prepare a notes for everything. So there is no time at all. So you can see these kind of notes and you can have a information about what is money management. Can you able to see the factors which has been given in a flow chart, which is done by other person, and we can use this for our reading purposes also. So this is the guidelines which has been in the money income management. So clearly recognize and define goals because they set the pattern for money use, analyze probable income throughout the time. So that is short and long view, including retirement. So you need not to prepare everything. So this is a profile which has been spent. So how to handle your money? There are 5 major methods which has been given shortly in your notes. This is a PPT done by other person which I want to show you. So you need not worry. I don't have notes. I don't have a bigger knowledge in it. So I can get the notes from the net source and I can present it over here. So the family finance plan or budget, the allowance or apportionment method. You can see this, the 50-50 system, the equal salary method, the handout system. Okay, this is all about the budgeting. I'll go back to the earlier slide. Yeah. Can you able to see, ma'am? Yes?
No, ma'am.
It's not visible? So this is how I will take my notes and I will prepare for the exams. This is what it has been given. So the questions which is being given in the UGC-NET exams, you can see what is a budget. What is a budget? A budget is a forecast or a plan or a part of strategic management process, a qualitative statement. Which one is a budget? You have to find the answer from the notes and you have to find out what it is. Budget is not a, it's a negative terminology. So what is a budget actually? Can anyone answer this? Yes, are there participants? So budget is not a forecast because forecast, what is a forecast? You have to find out the forecast is which is in future. So a budget cannot be forecasted. So it is a plan, it is a part of strategic management process, a qualitative statement you cannot. So you have to forecast. So this is the answer for this question. So on which of the following statements are correct with regard to tax efficiency? So I talked about the tax implications, which is in the money management. If you prepare the notes well, you can able to answer this question. This is an example question I'm giving you. So in between, so that you can have an information about it. So the which of the following statements are correct with regard to tax efficiency? The statement 1 is investment should be made in those investments which lead to tax savings. And the statement 2 is it is the most factor of sound investment. So what is the answer for this? Which one is correct? Both the statements, the answer is C. The both statements are correct. Why? Because it has to tax efficiency. Yes, definitely our investments which should be tax efficient, as well as it has to be a sound investment. Then the answer is C. So now move on to the human resource management. I don't want to take the details of the money management because you girls and the faculties who are inside the session knows very well about the money management. I just want to give a gist how we should prepare for the examination. In human resource management, this was being included after 2019 in UGC-NET coaching. Earlier, it was not like human resource management. It was like food service management. So, which contributed to the food science and food and nutrition paper. But human resource management has come under into the resource management only 2000 after 2008, 2019. So I just want to say about what is human resource management. It is the art of procuring, developing, and maintaining competent workforce to achieve organizational goals effectively. So this is the process of employing people, developing their resources, utilizing, maintaining, and compensating the service in tune with the job and organizational requirements with a view to contribute to the goals of the organization, individual, and the society. So I have given the source where I have got the notes from. So I will show you the source also. In that you have 53 pages of human resource management. While in a home science book, UGC-NET home science book, it is briefly introduced what is it, what are the functions, what are its objectives, but we don't know about what is in a human resource management. So I'll just show you the functions. These are the functions. This is in a simple terminology. While I show the source, you can see how much detail it is. Can you see Can you see, Ma? Can you see all the faculties and the students? Can you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is about the HRM paper. So it has 53 pages, which has all the details of the notes. That's according to the syllabus. It has been there in this notes. So it is HRM is the art of procuring. What I gave, the meaning has been here, and the definitions given by different authors is there. And you can see the objectives over here. What is the objectives? Societal objectives, organizational objectives, functional objectives, which is not there in your UGC-NET home science book or any other books which is obtained from the shop. So you have to prepare these notes. So where I will go and prepare, you may have a confusion. Please go to the net and find out the PDF which is been done by a expertise, which is done by expertise. Collect that notes. That's what I said in the starting itself. So you have to check out. So it has a societal objectives, organizational objectives, functional objectives, personal objectives. So you can see what is an HRM. It is a modern approach to managing people in the organization. It focuses on acquisition, development, motivation, and maintenance of HR in the organization. It assumes people as an important and valuable resource for achieving the desired input. What are that HRM will be given. So it is being given over here. So you can see the functions of HRM. Managerial functions. What are the managerial functions? Just it has been given as managerial functions and other functions. But under managerial functions, we have planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and in operative functions, we have so more things. See, in this planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, you may not know what is there. So planning, what is a planning? It is a predetermined course of action. What is an organizing? It is means an organizing things. It is organizing things. It is carrying out some work. And what is directing? It is activating employees at different level and making them to contribute to the organization at the possible manner to the possible manner. And then what is controlling? It is after planning, organizing, and directing. Whatever happens, mishappens. What you have to do is you have to check it if the work has been done properly or it has been verified properly, and whether it has met the standards according to the standards, whether it has been completed. So you have to control everything and you have to check. So this is the managerial function where it has not been in the net home science book. So it has only the managerial functions. So the next thing is the operative functions. So what is this operative functions? It includes employment. Under employment, we have job analysis and HR planning. What is this job analysis? It is the process of study and collection of information relating to the role and responsibilities of a specific job. And HR planning, it is the process of determination for assuring the organization. So this is under employment. So the second thing is the recruitment. So the third thing is the recruitment. So you have to recruit people in this process, HR process, and in the operative functions, you have a recruitment. And then the selection, how you have to recruit and how we have to select a person, and then how we have to place a person. And finally, in this, it is the induction and orientation, which are the 6 major functions under operative functions. So induction and orientation is nothing but the induction is the training given to the initial stage. Induction means initial. So the initial stage, and the orientation given as we have orientation for our courses. So when we go and join a course, we will have an orientation. We have a bridge course and other courses. So everywhere there is an induction and orientation given to the new employees to know about the courses. So these are the 6 functions which comes under the operative functions. So you should know better of this. And next comes the human resource development. As I said, whichever these notes which is not been available in the other book. So human resource development, it is the process of improving, molding and changing the skills, knowledge, creative ability, aptitude, values, commitment based on present and future job organizational requirements. So it is the process of improving, molding. So you have to change yourself. The human person which we are recruiting, which they are recruiting, the employees which are recruited, they have to improve themselves with their skills, knowledge, creative ability, aptitude, values, and commitment. And present, that is what the job they have in their hand. Based on that, and in future, what they are going to be. So they have to meet these requirements. This is what happens in a human resource development, which is given in simple terms. That's it. What is a human resource development, which has been given in simple terms, but we don't know, okay, we will read this book and we will finish off my portions. This is what some person is doing. So I just want to say you have to take up the notes from a detailed explanations. So what are the things human resource development includes is the performance appraisal. What is a performance appraisal? Appraising a performance. So you have to systematically evaluate the individuals and their performance on the base of job and the potential they have. So this is performance appraisal. What is the second thing is it is the training. So when there is performance appraisal, when they lack in it, so they definitely have to go on to a training or to motivate themselves, to encourage themselves. So as we are professors or as a student, we definitely will not take up only the exams. We will have some other thing also, that is like workshops and other part which will enhance your skills. So you need a training part. So next thing is the managerial development. What is this managerial development? It's nothing but designing and conducting the suitable executive development programs to their managerial skills, to include their managerial skills and human relations skill of employees. This is what is manager. As a manager, so the next step, so from an employee to a managerial aspect, I have to move on. So these are the things. So even in food service management, we have these sort of elements which has to be taken into consideration. So this is in the human resource. Managerial development is the third thing. And fourth is the career planning and development. What is this career planning? So I have to plan for my career. I have to plan for my development. I have to work for my job, as well as I have to internally enjoy myself and I have to improve my skills. So this is what is in the career planning and development. It is not only the concern has to move on, as well as it is myself has to grow on also. So you have to both take care of your job placement as well as yourself also. So the next thing is the transfer. So after doing this, the transfer is nothing but, so you cannot be staying in the same level. When you joined as a junior lecturer, you are not a junior lecturer right now. So you may go on to a professor. So that is an assistant professor, then associate professor, then professor, and sometimes a reader. So these are the things which has been in the professor's job. So you want to move on. So you have to transfer your portions. So you have to move on to this. So that is what is the transfer over here from one place to other place. Sometimes if it is in a food service management, from normal chef pre-preparation methods, then they will move on to the other elements like a chef is in preparing some small meals. After that, chief chef. So these sort of things will happen over here. This is what is transferred over there in the food service management. And next comes the promotion. What is this promotion? Is nothing but you have to go for the higher levels. That is what is the promotion. And demotion, if you are if you are not properly doing the work, that is demotion also. And next thing is the retention management. Retention management means whether you can retain your employees or not. It is decided only by the management. These are all comes under human resource development. Human resource development, which is not there in your portions. So I just want to say that about it. I don't want to go on to the HR manager because we are not having that in the syllabus. So I'm deleting those things and I'm just going to take what are the important information which has to be taken into the account. Ma'am, what about this HRM policy? There is no policies notes inside it, but we know what is human resource management. What is its importance? You should know it. Any organization, it will have a policy. So you should know the basic details. Sometimes it will link up to your notes. It will link up to your notes. For example, in the human resource development, they will ask you this linked questions and indirect questions which has been asked in your UGC-NET examination. For that purpose, you should read these kind of answers. So to achieve the objectives of the organization, to bring uniformity in decisions, to delegate authority. If I am too fast, kindly inform me because there is lack of time. I'm just going to give the gist alone. I'll move off with the slides also. So to achieve better control, because this is a paper which is not in the syllabus earlier, which has been incorporated newly. So I just want to give more importance to it than the money management. So that's the reason I'm giving this. So to evaluate the efficiency, to create confidence among employees, to motivate, to guide the management. These are the main importance of having an HRM policy. I didn't take the notes from my book. It's a notes available easily, which was done by a management person. So I took it from them and I'm using it. So you can see now what are the factors which will affect the HR policies or HRM. There are two factors, internal and external factors. What is the internal factors includes is government policies, level of economic development, business and environment, level of technology, international factors. These are the factors which will affect internally. What is this government policies? That will be a rules and regulations implied by the government. So when it is a food service management, you have to get a certificate. You have to get certificate from FSSAI, or you have to get a certificate from the safety procedures or eco club, that is eco audits. So you have to get this soil certificates. So many certificates which has been available. It has to be bought and it comes under the government policies. We should know about it. So the level of economic development, they will ask you, what is there in HRM? I don't want to know about the government policies. It's not so. You have to know about the government policies which has to be given in HRM. Then the level of economic development, how much it is helping out in the economic development, how much it is helping out the country's GDP growth. These sort of questions sometimes they may ask you indirectly. So this is what I want to share you. because I've seen such papers which has informed about it indirectly. They have asked the questions indirectly. Next is the business environment, the level of technology, and the international factors. These are the five factors, internal factors. External factors and internal factors. The internal factors are company policies and strategies, human resource policies, job analysis, time horizons, type and quality of information, company's production, operation policy, and trade unions. So I'll just go fast because we have to move on for the job analysis, because this job analysis question have received in so many competitive exams. Wherever I go for any competitive exams, I could see this job analysis question definitely in the portions. For example, it's even in the UGC-NET questions, as well as it has been seen in the other competitive exams run by the government. So I have seen these questions. Job analysis, what is its meaning is, it is a process of studying and collecting information relating to the operation and responsibilities of a specific job. Actual meaning is nothing but it is a process of collecting information about a job. You have to collect an information, what the job is, what we are going to do in that job. That is what is known as job analysis. The second thing is the job description. What is this job description? You can have this job title. Sometimes they can ask you in this UGC-NET example. What does a job description has? Statement contains job title, location, job summary, duties, machines, tools and equipments, materials and forms used, supervision given of received, working condition, hazards. So this is under the job description. And what is this job specification? Sometimes we may have confusion. If you are not confident enough in our answers, we may end up in a wrong answer. Answers. The job specification is nothing but a statement of human qualification necessary to do the job, which contains education, experience, training, judgment, initiative, physical effort, physical skills, responsibilities, communication skills, emotional characteristics. So what are the uses of job analysis? Is nothing for human resource planning, recruitment and selection, training and development, job evaluation, remuneration, performance appraisal, safety and health. So we don't want to move on to the recruitment portion because it is not in the syllabus, but we have taken enough in the above, how the selection happens. So when you are coming to the human resource training, so what is the main objective of human resource training? It is to provide the basic knowledge and skill to the newly joined people, to develop the existing employees, and what are the need and importance you have is to match a employee specifications, job requirements and organizational needs. So you can go for these kind of notes to make you aware of what is inside the human resource training. So the first is to match the employee specifications. The second one is the organizational viability and transformation process, technical advances, organizational complexity, human relation, change in the job assignment. And how the methods of training goes on is, it is two kinds. Only on the job training. The second one is the off the job training. This question is mostly asked in your NET examinations as well as in the competitive examinations which I saw. So that's what I want to show you over here. What are the on the job training and off the job training? On the job training includes job instruction training. What it is called is, it's called as a step-by-step training. This is also called as a step-by-step. So you have to underline these sort of keywords in your answers to make a note. That's what I said. The step 4 is start learning and practicing. Start learning and practicing only. We are doing it now. How I will do, I'm giving you an information. So you can do on your own. You can have your own schedule according to your time limit and according to your specifications. You can cut out these things and you can do this. So job instruction training. This next one is the vestibule training. What is this vestibule training? but it is the actual training done. So you can make it in a classroom. So you can give the students, okay, go and work. So this is called as a vestibule training. You will not put it into the place where you are doing a job. It will be a experimental area. You can go and perform over there, and you can come back to the main area. So this is what is known as vestibule training. Next is the simulation. What is the simulation? The real situation of work environment in an organization is presented in the, so the actual environment has been given, and they will ask the participants go and do it. This is called as an on-the-job training. And next is the job rotation. Job rotation is nothing but there are people who has to do it. Like for food service management, you have to work different jobs. You have to work in other areas also. So you have to go for a pre-preparation area. You have to go for a cleaning area. You have to go for a cooking area. So these sort of jobs, it is job rotation happens in the food service areas. So food service centers. So you have to check out that. So job rotation. And next one is the coaching. What is this coaching? Is nothing but a supervisor. For IT companies, there is a supervisor who will lead them in the IT industry. The same way there are coaching people who will help them. Like for example, the chief chef will help them in the food service units. So that is a coaching sort of thing. And then as the apprenticeship, you would have heard these words several times, apprentice. So the skilled workers, they will given a job, like internship like thing, and they will have to work over there for a month or for 6 months. So after that, they have to come back to the original job. These are the on-the-job training. And next one is the off-the-job training. Under this method, trainee is separated from the job situation, and they have to go out and they have to do. For example, it is the lecture method. What are the off-the-job training includes is lecture method. You have to give an explanation alone. So what has to be done? Then conference or discussions. So case discussions, you can give an example of a case study and you can give that discussion, role play, program instructions, T group or sensitive training. Okay, what is this T group? Sensitive training is nothing but it is individual's behavior through group discussion. When you're doing a group discussion, you may have this sensitivity training. And what is this in basket training? It is nothing but the questions will be put on into a basket. So you know what number of problems which has been come under the job. So it will be put it into a basket and you have to take it and you have to do it. So this is known as in basket training. So you can see the difference between a training and development. It is being given here. It is training is learning process while development is an educational process. What is the difference between these sort of questions will be received in your examination? Short term, long term, it is present and it is future. This is job oriented. This is career oriented. Career oriented means in future. This is only to the job, today's job alone training. And career oriented is futures also. So trainer and it is self and it is to improve the work performance of the employees here, to prepare employees for future challenges. It has many trainings and it has only one. Development is only one person and it is specific job related, while this is conceptual and general knowledge related. These sort of things are there in this syllabus. I would just want to give a information about it. So the final thing in the human resource management is nothing but the evaluation. So the evaluation, what is the evaluation? It's nothing but the performance appraisal, which I've seen earlier itself. What is a performance appraisal? It is the process of measuring quantitative and qualitative an employee's past or present performance against the background of his expected role performance and about his future potential of an organization. So you have to appraise a performance of a person. So the employee, how you can do it is you can measure it quantitative, you can rate him, or you can do it in a qualitative manner, how the product has been done by them or how it has been qualitatively analyzed. So you can do this and how that expected role met the standards or not, and his future potential, whether he has done it in a proper way, whether he has completed in a time limit. So these sort of things, it has to be appraised, then only they can go for the next level. So this is very important in our management. Actually in our management, it is very, very important to go to the next level. So what are the advantages? Is nothing but it is to give a feedback to the employee. So where we are wrong, we have to give a feedback. So when we do this appraisal only, we may know where we are doing it. So where we are lagging or where we have to move on. So the next thing is the training and development. So if you are lagging, so you have to go for a training and you have to develop ourselves. And next thing is to helps to decide promotion. Whether it gives the employer who wants to give a promotion, he will decide based on his performance. this performance appraisal. And then for validation of selection process, sometimes at the validation of, okay, I've selected this person is good enough for doing this job, this being validated. Otherwise, if not, we have to terminate them. So these sort of things have to be decided by the employer also. So this will be helpful for the employer as well as the employee. So deciding transfers and layoff to the worker. This is the fifth point. And human resource planning and career development. These are the things. And how the process has been going on. These are the process, which is not there in any books in the UGC-NET home science where we got it. So I have checked and just given this information over here, which is easy and which is related to our UGC-NET syllabus. That's what I have given over here. Setting performance standards, communication standards set to the employee, measuring performance, comparing performance with standard, discussing result, collective action, implementation and review. And what are the methods of performance appraisal? The traditional method. In the traditional method, you have a checklist method. You will give a checklist. So the job is done or not. So cleaning, it's done. Whether the next thing, cooking, is it done? Whether it has been done properly or not, is or no. You can have a chart. So that is known as checklist method. The next thing is the confidential report. The confidential report means, so in a professor's job, the feedback given by the students, it's a confidential report. So this is an example for it. The critical incident method. What is this critical incident method? Is nothing but both the positives and negative incidents which is being mentioned in the behaviors of the people. It has been mentioned in this thing. So sometimes memo will be given, or sometimes a positive incentive will be given. So both these things will be analyzed in the job and behavior, and based on that, more important of how many incidents they have conducted. Is it a positive incidents or a negative incidents or more? So based on this, they will select the person, the appraisal. Ranking method. Next is the ranking method. You know what is the ranking method? In that ranking method, we have simple ranking, alternate ranking, paired comparison. Okay, what is a simple ranking? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. So this is what? Who is the best one? Who comes on the top is the simple ranking method. What is this alternate ranking method? There is the best and the worst employees. It is between the serial between the best is given one, and the worst will be given as the 10th. So this is what is the two ranks, so on. So paired comparison between two peoples. So how the other team is working, how this team is working. This is a paired comparison. Then graphic rate scaling. It is also used to find out that. So how much graph? For example, if you want to sell a product, so you will how much this employee has sold these many products. So the other employee, how many products he has sold out. So these sort of works. So it has to be represented in a graph and it has to be analyzed. And next thing is the narrated essay. So sometimes information has to be got from a HOD and about the employees of an education system. So they will give about who is working over there, whether she has any weakness, whether she can give it. So when she is going for a job, you will get a testimonial from the other person. That sort of thing is known as a narrated essay. Here also there is a paired comparison method over here, grading system over here, post distribution method, nominations, work sample test. So these are the things. And what are the modern methods? These are comes under traditional methods. And the modern methods includes assessment centers, management by objective. Objective means the management has certain objectives. So it was given by Peter Drucker in the year of 1974. So you have to make a group of decisions. So whether it has been performance appraisal, a board of members has to sit and they have to discuss whether this employee has that level. So based on the objective, whether he is having that knowledge, skills, everything, it has been discussed and the appraisal will be given. And next is the behavioral anchored rating scale, which is called as BAS. So you have to test the attitude of the employee towards his job. Next, human resource audit and accounting, 360-degree performance appraisal. So these has some limitations also, halo effect, horn effect. So I don't want to go into detail of it because I'll share these notes to you so you can go through it, as that is a time limit over here. So this is all about the evaluation and the human resource. So I've started with HRM. So the final step we have to come for it is step 5, revise and repeat. So what I do is, so I will take up the syllabus, I will refer the syllabus, what are the syllabus over there, and I will divide the syllabus and then allocate the syllabus according to my days and part, and then I will start learning and practice, and finally I will revise and repeat. If I have a doubt, I have to go back and I have to find out what is going on over there, and then only I will complete that syllabus. That will be easy for me to uh, complete my UGC-NET and JRF examinations. This is how I've completed my UGC-NET and JRF examinations. So what are the steps I followed over here? I've just given just set goals, be clear in your aim, plan your days, don't procrastinate, discuss with your subject experts, colleagues, friends, prepare well in advance, attend and attempt the exam without fear, answer the questions which you know first, be time conscious, and practice several times. These are the tips I followed, and this is all for the paper 2 examinations. This is for paper 2. This is for the major papers. What about the paper 1? What I did for paper 1, I didn't discuss at all. When I did my UGC-NET examination, when they said you have to complete your examination by the year of 2011, they said must UGC-NET is a must to teach your teach as an assistant professor. At the time we were very blank, so how to start, how to do it. So we started studying in groups for paper 1, especially for paper 1. There are departments in our college. There are different departments. We have a psychology department, we have a sociology department, we have a department. We all together sit in the same class staff room. So we used to sit and discuss about the paper 1 after the examination, because when there is a discussion, you will have your knowledge and others information. This is not for all the persons. It may be different for different persons, but from my perception and from for me, it is easy to discuss with other people and got the notes and got the inputs from others, and have completed that paper 1 as well as paper 2 uh, with a easy and JRF. I got a JRF. That's the reason I'm saying this information to you. For paper 1, you can sit along with your colleagues, or you can sit along with your friends. You can discuss and you can repeat it. So this is what I want to tell at the end of it. And there are question papers which is having, so you know what are the questions. But when you have a depth knowledge in your subject only, you can able to answer these sort of questions. So as ma'am has given this questions already, hidden family include and the accession type of questions already ma'am has discussed, Meena ma'am has discussed. I just don't want to go into this. So this is what all about it. Thank you. If you have any queries, you can ask me. I think I didn't take too much of your time, and if I was a little bit fast, kindly adjust. Yeah, ma'am. Any questions? I think I have completed the session. Is there any feedback from your side, ma'am? Thank you.
I'll post the feedback link for both the sessions separately. Kindly fill the feedback forms, dear participants.
And attend that UGC question paper. Every day the link has been posted here. So this will be the practice session for you all. Once again, you will be revamping all the syllabus and all the content, whatever it is there available. In a group also, we will post this PPT PowerPoint slide and also the notes. So everyone prepare. Thank you all.
I have posted the first feedback link. This link is for Dr. P.S. Kavitha ma'am's session. Kindly, dear participants, fill the forms without fail. We will be posting today's net coaching exam paper, previous year question paper in the WhatsApp group. So you can practice well with these forms. So we'll wind up the session. Kindly fill the forms. Thank you so much for your cooperation. We will meet soon tomorrow. Thank you.